Hello, testing, testing. Hello, good evening, or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Let me get my Chrome window up. Bam, okay, we're here. Today might be a really short stream because I have some stuff to do after this, but exciting times. You know how we started Leetcoding in Java? And then we switched to Python? I think we've almost caught up to where we were in Java before switching to Python. We were doing house jobbers, right? Something like that. Maybe decode ways, I forgot. But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost out of the woods. So this problem is house robber. Oh, let me expand this a bit. Okay, house robber. Let me read this question. You are a professional robber planning to rob houses along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money stashed. The only constraint stopping you from robbing each of them is that adjacent houses have security systems connected, and it will automatically contact the police if 2 adjacent houses were broken into on the same night. That is some shoddy security system. Only goes off if 2 houses in a row get robbed. ADT, what are you doing? Given an integer array nums representing the amount of money of each house, return the maximum amount of money you can rob tonight without alerting the police. I see. This does look like recursion. So I guess to summarize the problem, you're given a int array which represents the amount of money at each house. Let me get out my pen. Yeah, you're given a int array representing the amount of money at each house. I guess at each house you have 2 choices, right? You could either rob this house or don't rob this house. Rob this house, don't rob this house. I guess those would be our recursive branches. Either you rob this house or you don't rob this house. So our recursive case is probably like f of, we're given nums. We could probably track I, which is the current index of the house that we're on. We're going to start at 0. So what's the base case? If I is out of bounds, that means you can return 0 because the best amount you can rob starting at a house that is out of bounds is 0 because that's not a house. I out of bounds, then you return 0. And also the previous recursion calls can start adding up their values to 0. And else you have 2 choices, right? Either rob me or no rob me. So rob me will equal to f of n is still the same, and then I plus 1. But you would probably also add the current value of the current house. So I'm just going to write house symbol plus that. No rob me would just be f of n comma I plus 1. Wait, no, I plus... Oh, I see. No rob me, so you could rob the next house. This is wrong. This should be 2, because you have to skip the next adjacent house. I see. Oh. Yeah, this is a solution, isn't it? And then we have to do some caching near the end, or else we'll get time limit exceeded. Okay, I'll move this over. Well, first I'll move this downwards, then I'll move this here. Okay, sick. I think I'm ready. So for this, we're going to need a helper function. I learned that you could probably just do helper, no need for self because this is embedded inside. Apparently that's how Python works. Oh right, we need a I, which is of type int to store the current index. Okay, so what's the base case? If I is greater than or equal to the length of nums, then you return 0. Else, rob me. Me being the current house is equal to the current value of the current house. So nums I plus recursive call helper nums I plus 2, because you have to skip the next house. And then no rob me is equal to helper recursive call nums I plus 1, because you could rob the next house. Let's see, you're supposed to return the maximum amount of money you can rob, so you have to return the max of these two options. Either you rob the current house or no rob the current house. And then in this function you would just return helper, input the nums, and I starts at 0. I think that's it. Run this thing. Invalid syntax. Oh, I forgot the if statement. Wow, that was fast. I'm gonna submit this. We're probably gonna get a time limit exceeded, and then we're gonna add some caching, which fortunately is easy in Python. Time limit exceeded, no. So I don't know why the time limit exceeded appears here now. We could do, is this gonna work? Add cache, use the test case, run the test case. Unhashable type list. Oh no. Oh, I could take this list out. Yeah, I don't even need to input this list, right? I could just access nums directly, right? Oh, right. We don't need to input list anymore. Oh, over here too. I forgot to update. Over here too. No need to input list anymore, because we can just access it outside. Yay, let's go submit. Hey, let's go. Wow, that was fast. It only took 13 minutes. Okay, okay, I knew I wanted to make this a short stream, but I didn't want it to make it this short. We can do other stuff. Okay, shall we try a bottom-up DP approach to this? I feel like that would be fun. So clearly, we need a, if we're basing it off of this recursion, we would need a 1D array, right? Let's look at this example here. I guess the 1D array would symbolize what's the best heist ending at that current house. One, two, three, 4. So we have indices 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 would represent the best heist ending at house 0, which would obviously be 1 because you're only robbing this house. You have no choice but to rob this house. What about here? What's the best you can do ending at this house? Ooh, so you could either rob this house. Wait, I'm trying to think. Should the DP array symbolize the best heist starting at this house or ending at this house? If you're like starting at this house, oh, then you have to calculate everything else. So yeah, ending at this house would be easier. What about best heist ending at this house? This would be like the max of 2 plus DP. I see. DP, the current index, minus 2, right? Assuming this is inbounds. And then this would return 0 if it's out of bounds. Else you could do DP I minus 1, because if you rob the adjacent house, you can rob this house, and then you would take the max of this. Ah, I see. Right? Yeah, so for every single index, its best solution is its current, for every single house, I guess. Let's look at the indices this way. For every single index or for every single house, the best solution, the best heist ending at this current house is equal to the value of this current house plus DP current index minus 2. Yeah. The best heist ending at the house 2 houses away before me, or the best heist ending at the house right next to me. Because if you rob the house right next to me, behind me, you can't rob me, the current house. Yeah, I see. Yeah, so what do you return at the end? You return... Well, yeah, what do you return? I guess your heist could end at DP 2 or 3, right? So the max of the last 2? Max of DP... Oh, this is interesting. You could probably end your heist at house 2 or 3, right? Any of these houses. Actually, no. The DP would already take this into account, right? The best solution at 3 would be either third house's value plus DP at 1, or it's just DP 2. Oh, I see. So your solution would just be DP 3, your last index. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. I like this. And then what are all the initial values? Oh, we could probably initialize them with... Actually... Nah, I'll just initialize it with 1. The value of the current house. The others are kind of undefined for now. Yeah, I think that's a plan. I will implement this. Sick. Okay, we trying again. So we have DP is equal to new array times the length of nums, basically the number of houses we have. DP 0 is equal to just the value of the first house, num 0. Let's do a sanity check. Let's print out what our DP is at the beginning. And then let's just return a bogus value. Okay, 1 0 0 0, very good. 2, and then 183 onwards. Okay, nice. Next, we're going to iterate for I in range 1 and the length of DP. Yeah. So now we have to calculate the best possible heist ending at house I, which is this thing, right? Let's do I don't know why I keep personifying the houses. Rob me is equal to okay, we have to be careful here because this could be out of bounds, right? So we get the length of the current, the height. Oh, Sankit says hello. Hi Sankit. How you doing? I'm doing a DP problem. So robbing the current house would be the value of the current house, which would be nums I plus the best heist ending at the house 2 stories, 2 houses before. So it would be dp I minus 2. And you can only do this if I minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Yeah. Else, the answer is just nums I, the value of the current house. Because you can't rob the imaginary house two buildings down. Yeah, that should be it, right? And then no rob me is equal to dp I minus 1. Basically robbing the house right before me and not robbing me, the current house. Sankit says hello from New York. Oh, that's cool, you're from New York. What do you do in New York? Are you also software engineering? And then dpi is equal to the max of 2 pads, robbing me or no rob me. And then in the end, you would return dp length of dp length of dp minus 1 to get the last index. I think this should work. Let's print out dp at the end to make sure we're populating it correctly. Oh, your name sounds Indian. You're a Indian person in New York? Sankit? No, what is this? Name num is not defined. Oh, this is plural. Let me double check this line. Rob me is equal to the value of the current house nums I plus dp I minus 2 if I minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0, meaning it's inbounds, else just nums I. Sounds reasonable. Hey, it worked, let's go. I think I'm getting better at bottom-up DP, at least for the simpler cases. 1, 2, what is this one? 3 plus 1, yeah. And then this one is 1 plus 2. How long have you been programming? Says Etheria. Oh. I started programming in APCS in high school. I'm currently working as a software engineer, so it's more than... Dang, how long has it been? You can probably tell how old I am by how I'm calculating. 9 years? Is that right? Assuming I was 18 when I graduated high school. Yeah, 9 years. Submit. Oh wait, we're gonna get... Oh my gosh, we did it! Let's go! I love the Eldon Leetcode extension, even though it doesn't work most of the time. Dang, I can't believe we got longer than me. Wow, good stuff, says Etheria. Wow. Are you guys all students? Yeah. I basically knew no coding. By the time I started APCS, it was all completely new to me. Ethereus has been doing C/C++ for 7 years almost. Ooh. Are you also a student? Are you like aspiring programmers? Let me see other people's. Ethereus says, I work professionally now. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Are you allowed to say what type of programmer you are? I work at one of those stereotypic startups, the ChatGPT wrapper startups. Ethereus says, not never going to college, only high school. Bruh, that's pretty impressive. No, whoa. Isn't it pretty hard to get hired without like a college degree for CS? That's pretty impressive. So you self-taught, basically? That's pretty hardcore. What did this guy do? If length of nums is less than or equal to 1, return num 0. Oh yes, easy base case. N is equal to length of nums. I feel like for basically all the solutions I've seen, people tend to extract out the length of your input into a variable. Should I start doing that too? I feel like it's like kind of painless to just type this out. But I don't know. Maybe if you're in a competitive programming setting, these seconds do matter. Sankit says, I'm a grad student, sir, doing masters in Stony Brook University. I wanted to target the summer SDE internships. Please give some advice. I love C++. Ooh. Where is that college located? Is it in India? Oh no, you just said you were in New York, right? Stony Brook University. Oh right, it's in New York. Hey, nice. Ooh, rated 4.4 stars on Google. Do I have any advice for internships? Yeah. Practice Leetcoding. I remember when I was applying to internships, the only thing they tested was basically Leetcoding. I think I got my first internship based on pure luck because the Leetcode questions they gave me were so easy, or like I just so happened to know how to do them. Maybe you have some interesting projects on your resume too. I don't think it matters too much what type of project it is, at least back when I was applying for internships. I guess just show that you're at least interested in coding in your spare time. But yeah, grind the Leetcode. When you're applying for higher up positions, they'll test both Leetcoding and system design. Basically asking you to design an app where all the servers, what type of servers you'll have. For example, is it a cache? Is it a, I don't know, CDN? Is it a cloud queue? Yeah, but for lower level positions, for internships, they basically will only ask you Leetcode. So grind down Leetcode. Yeah. Etheria says, I make Windows desktop applications that optimize and organize both games and your computer to make them run faster, as well as reverse engineer software and use that info for my work. Ooh, very cool. Oh. Wait, do you work at a company that does this? Or are you self-employed and you're just selling apps on app stores or something? Yes, I'm fully self-taught, but I've had a lot of mentors. I gained lots of experience just by building stuff I thought was cool. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a nice way to learn too, just driven by passion. Yeah, I feel like if you're actually interested in something, you can learn it pretty quickly. Like you actually have motivation to actually search up info and, you know, build stuff, try stuff out. Samkit says, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. No problem. Ethereum says, I was not asked Leetcode questions for my job, luckily. Lots of low-level questions, and they had me build real things. Like, what? They had you build stuff in the interview? Oh yeah, what do you mean low-level questions? I work for a company. It's very interesting work. I really like the low-level side of computing and reverse engineering. Ah, you mean like not using APIs, SDKs, that kind of stuff? Like actually getting into the nitty-gritty of computers and how they work under the hood? I think I'm like the opposite from you. I really like taking advantage of like APIs, SDKs, advanced stuff that people have already built, and then building other things with it. Like there's a time that I really liked building games. So, you know, I used Unity, Unreal Engine. I don't think I was really interested in figuring out how game engines worked. I just liked the fact that game engines did a lot of stuff for me already, and I can harness that to make other stuff I want to build. You know? I guess coding for me is like a means to build what I want to build. But the underlying stuff is like, if it's already done for me, I'm not too interested in figuring out how it's already done, you know? I just like building stuff in general. Ethereum says low level like OS stuff. What are page tables, virtual memory? What is context switch, stack versus heap? Stuff like that, just stuff that's very closely tied to underlying OS mechanics or concepts. Ooh, I see. Yeah, low level stuff. They had me build a small application in interview. Took me around an hour. Oh. You know, sometimes I feel like that's the better way to interview people. Like, actually have you build stuff like you would on the job. Yeah, dude, I feel like if companies don't ask Leetcode questions, I would be a better developer overall. Because I would actually dedicate my time to practicing building actual applications instead of grinding these, you know, interview questions. Which I guess they do get you used to coding in a specific language, but it doesn't really help you build actual applications. Yeah, I think, who's that guy called? The Prime Time? He says Leetcode is like a weird handshake between interviewers and interviewees. It's like, as long as you've grinded like 500 Leetcode questions, you're in. It's like the secret code to getting a job in CS. Ethereum says, yeah, I feel for you. Leetcode isn't how programming works in the real world though. Yeah, I don't think I've rarely used Leetcode concepts in practice at work. Maybe occasionally I use a dictionary because dictionaries are actually helpful. I think I used a list comprehension somewhere to make a dictionary today, I think actually. I remember at my last job, one of my coworkers was like, whoa, I actually use Leetcode concepts. Like it was actually a big deal for him. Ethereum says it's a fun brain teaser though. Yeah. And also if you get a, I guess, high enough rank, you look pretty cool. List comprehensions are cool. I I guess it's comparable to chess. Like chess by itself isn't a very practical skill in real life though. But if you're really good at chess and you get a really high elo point, like Magnus Carlsen or Hikaru, you look pretty dang cool and you look pretty dang smart too. Likewise, did you know that Leetcode has a elo ranking system too? I found that out this year. I didn't even know they had a elo ranking system. Some of the, I guess, high ranking Leetcode people aren't as famous as chess players, but it still is like a cool thing to say to people or list on a resume. I've done a bit of Python for backend work. Hey. Yeah, they do that. I think they give it to you when you enter the rank competitions. Yeah, I do feel like it's kind of, well, from the rumors I hear, that's kind of inflated. The next contest is like a horror themed contest for Halloween. Oh, do they not? Oh, there it is, the rankings. Yeah, I feel like these rankings are like so inflated. So elo points are based on how you do relative to other people, right? So I guess it shows that, you know, the skill gap is really big between the top people and the lower ranked people. 3,700 elo points, almost 4,000. Jesus. In chess, hitting the 3,000 mark is like a huge deal. That's like almost as max as you can go. The fact that you can go up to 3,700 is crazy in leak coding. I'm ranked, where am I? I'm ranked 200,000. Ethereum says, you seem like a really cool guy by that. Oh, thank you. Hard to find cool small streamers like you. Varun says, bro, what I do? I am a software engineer in real life. Yeah, my job isn't that cool. I work for one of those stereotypical ChatGPT wrapper startups. We're basically trying to automate the jobs of data analysts. You know what's really sad? The way we sell our product is we basically have to pitch our product one by one to companies for them to adopt them. And then the really cruel thing is when the company accepts the deal, the offer, they have to, so our AI data analyst doesn't work out of the box. You have to train it. Like you ask it to run at first, and then when it makes a mistake, you tell it that it made a mistake, and then you tell it what the right thing is so it can learn from its mistakes. It's an LLM that remembers stuff. So the only way to train it is to give it to the data analysts that actually work in the company. So we're basically asking the data analysts of the company to automate their own jobs for them. Oh, it's like really sad. I feel kind of bad for them. Okay, this happened twice already. We make a deal with the company to use our data analyst, our AI data analyst, and then we ask their current human data analyst to train the AI data analyst, right? Because naturally that's part of the process. 2 times already, the human data analysts that we've asked to train it quit their jobs. It's so sad. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I don't know, if I were in their shoes and like, you know, there's already all this AI hype, like, ooh, AI is gonna automate all of our jobs, we're gonna lose all our jobs, AI is gonna take over the world. And then imagine I'm an I'm a human data analyst at a company, and then my company starts adopting AI data analysts, and they're asking me to train it. They're asking me to automate my own job. I don't know, I would be like really stressed. And now I want to quit too. Because it's like, oh, my company is embracing AI data analysts now. They're obviously showing hope and confidence that this technology will work, so time to start searching for a company who's not as confident in AI. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Bruin says, bro, basically you do freelancing? No, I work for a company. Oh, you mean our company? I guess we sign contracts with other companies. Oh, yeah, the contracts too. Our data analyst is like worth 30K to 50K per year. That's the contract we're talking about, which is like half the salary of a human data analyst. So I don't know, I don't know, how would you guys feel if like you're working at a company, right? At any job, and then your company signs a contract with the AI startup, and then you're like, okay, this AI can automate your job, and your job is now train this AI. Go. I don't know, I would feel really threatened. Although our company pitches our AI data analyst like it's an extension. It's not meant to automate jobs. It's meant to free up, like extend the skills of the human data analyst so that one data analyst can save time, you know, and don't have to answer questions of everyone all day. Yeah, I feel terrible. But yeah, job market is tough. Well, if you can't beat AI, if you can't beat him, join him. This sucks, man. I don't know if my boss realizes when it's like to ask a data analyst to train our AI data analyst. But yeah, I am learning a lot on this job. I'm learning about how LLMs work, vibe coding. Rowan says, bro, I am in my final year of engineering. Ooh, good luck finding a job, man. Are you in India or USA? I am based in USA. I heard that. Ooh, a lot of my coworkers are from India too. I heard that, I don't know, there's kind of two main paths you can go in India, right? You can join the private sector, join a private company, or you can work for the government. Apparently government jobs are, you know, have prestige in India, and they're very stable too. But you have to take a lot of tests and study really hard for them because they're really competitive, right? But yeah, do you know if you're going in the private sector or are you joining the government? I've heard, I guess, conflicting stuff of which is better. Maybe if you're looking for stability, you go for the government sector. And apparently you do get some benefits too. I hear that some jobs even offer free housing in India if you work for the government. Private? Why private? Why do you want to work for private sector? You want that money? I don't know. Free housing sounds really nice. And the benefits you get. Government is tough. But once you get there, I hear that's like really stable, no? Like it's tough to get fired. More money? Oh, more money. How? Does the government really pay you that much less? India. India government job versus private sector programming job. Average salary difference. Are you using a voice changer? No, I'm not. This is my real voice. It says entertainment.exe. Does it sound like I'm using a voice changer? This is my real voice. How do I prove that I'm not using a voice changer? What's something that would break a voice changer? Government 4.5 locks to 5.5 locks. I have no idea what this is. Private sector 4.83 locks. More broadly, oh my gosh, 14.07 locks. That's significantly more. Also, computer jobs are less in the government sector. Oh. Government papers are canceling very frequently and less seats. Wait, does it sound like I'm using a voice changer? It sounds ASMR-ish. Oh, thank you. I am very relaxed now. Do you guys watch ASMR? I sometimes watch it for fun. There's some really cursed ASMR out there. I remember watching a ASMR video. I didn't really think too much about it at first, but it was basically plastic bag ASMR. The ASMR artist was using like a KU100, like a microphone that looks like a human head, and it replicates it replicates sound going through the left and right human ears. So when she, crinkles the plastic bag on the right side, it actually sounds like it's on the right side. The sound is coming from the right side. At some point, she even put the plastic bag over the KU100 microphone. And then 10 minutes into the video, I was like, wait, this is basically POV. POV, you're getting suffocated with the plastic bag. I don't know. I don't think the ASMR artist meant to do this. You can try easy code forces problems. It is much more fun than Leetcode. Really fun? What are some example code force problems? Code force problems. Are the problems? Why are they more fun than Leetcode? Oh, their website looks uglier than Leetcode, so this looks so, I don't know, early 2000s. Bombing? Oh my gosh, what type of problems are you guys solving? Bombing? Permutation B. Oh. Oh my gosh, there's so much math notation too. Code forces are tougher. I mean, right off the bat, I see more math. I see more, like, difficult math notation. Oh no. Don't try that. Guys, we gotta solve bombings. I mean, I have to say, code forces problems have funnier titles though. What the heck is triple attack? Guys, today we're gonna do triple attack. Hidden single. Hey, any hidden singles in the chat here? We have to find all the hidden singles. They shall not remain single any longer. Baratsuta. That sounds Japanese. Nezuko in the clearing. Is this a Demon Slayer reference? Hidden knowledge of the ancients. Gravity falls. Destruction of the dandelion fields. Dark Lord says they will remain hidden. Wow. Game on array rabbits. These problems are these problem names are so interesting. Looking at towers. Which towers are we looking at? The ones that are difficult to look at? Is this a... Oh no. Is this a reference to that terrible holiday? Looking at the towers that are difficult to look at. Combinatorics. In how many ways can you... I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. Good robot pads. Maxification. Is this supposed to be racist? The maxification? The Nether. That's a Minecraft reference. Villagers, redstone. Wafu. Huh. Very interesting. Well, I feel like I haven't even gotten the hang of Leetcoding yet completely. Maybe I'll do this when I get good. It comes from Mexico. Alright. I'm gonna hop off for now. Yeah, now is a good time to end the stream for me. Thanks to everyone who came. I appreciate lots of new faces. I will see you all next time. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays, and then Saturdays when I do the Leetcode contest. Minimum excluded. Alright, I'm gonna hop off. Bye guys, thanks for... Istavuri says that's it? Yeah, I said at the beginning this is gonna be a short stream. I have stuff to do. It's okay, I will stream some more this week. Wednesday, maybe Friday, definitely Saturday. See you! Nice to meet you, Etheria. Bye. Bye, Istavuri. Bye, entertainment. Bye, Dark Lord.